So J57 said, "Why you rap about hip hop?" And I said, "Alright, I'll give it a try. But only this one time."
Before terrorism had arisen to fight, I see it for the weak and so, and I listen at night just to know what was officially tight. Getting cassette made my fab tapes with classmates sweating for extra credit. Me, some forgetting. Higher teeth under now, sucker shit bricks whenever I breathe thunder. But I wasn't always down with what cool cats were doing. Could've caught Jordans or rock Patrick Ewins. Damn, I wasn't shooing for the nerdiest. Full ride geek who was the wordiest, but turned impervious when the cipher got open. Assholes stop provoking. Quoting so kind, cause I was more than just a token. Melanin deficient fellow with an eloquent vision. Filling the Hello Kittens, but they were so seldom licking. Probably got you thinking.
Alright, Gowhere Hip Hop. This is SoCon. I'm Lucas. Let's get this show on the road.
SoCon, yeah, what's up everybody? Shout out to Gowhere Hip Hop for having me on this. That's a great honor because they committed to the craft. Word, sorry, let's do the thing.
So, I read your bio. You come from like a writer, you come from entertainment. What kind of entertainment you come from?
Alright, well, my dad, in his younger days, was an aspiring, like, I guess, rock star, you might say. He had basically a record deal management deal when he was like 19 years old. Dropped that because he got dropped. And he went on to other things in the future. But that's the type of tradition I'm from. My dad was a musician, mom was, a scholar, my sister was an actress. I was just immersed in music my entire life.
You worked with so many great people. Like, how was it? Like, working? Because I read up on you. You worked like Pharoah Monch.
No, I performed. We performed like rock stages with them.
Oh, how was that?
It was cool. I mean, it's mostly with my group Brownback All Stars. I'm really getting into my solo venture more strongly right now after taking a hiatus from battling because there's no one else left to kill who's brave enough, legendary. Brownback did a lot when we first got together at Fat Beats, and we, just were working, 3 shows a week sometimes, and doing as much as we could to get established because at the time, New York is the home. One thing that I came to find is, New York is a home to a lot of incredible, I'm from LA originally, I moved here. New York is home to a lot of incredible hip hop history, but the new cats today, I'm not afraid to say there was like a lot of disappointing stuff. Like there was a lot of fragmentation, not a lot of people working together, not a lot of sense of community, especially across genres, because it doesn't work if like styles are all segregated and stuff. I saw a lot of people feeling themselves without doing any work in music. A lot of people with sponsorships with nothing to sponsor. A lot of stuff that was just like really sad and just like nothing fitting of the history that the city has. And not to sound like self-righteous or anything, but like I figured, I made a pilgrimage out here. I literally gave up my entire life in Los Angeles. I barely see my family back home. I barely, I don't see none of my friends from home. Like I ripped myself out of that and stayed here. And I was like, I'll be damned if I'm here and a bunch of cats who just like grew up here, like take it for granted. I'm here to basically, poly with the righteous and decapitate the wicked, basically on some crusade stuff. Like I'm not trying to have this, soft ass shit prevail. And it's funny when I first got to New York, there's like that kind of scarf movement, like that blog rapper scarf shit. That I just wanted to straight up knock everybody out when I first got here at Fat Beats. I was the most grizzled, cynical dude. I was like, I talk to my man J57, who's one of my managers every day. I was like, the fuck is this bullshit? Like, what is going on here? Like, I had this vision that was just completely shattered. This is bullshit. And he's like, well, basically we kind of as Brownback was working with each other, we realized that we had to change it ourselves or seize what we wanted out of it. Because the fans are here. The fans are hungry. The fans are dying. And the same way with the rest of the country. The fans are dying for some substantive shit. My man over there is dying for some real ass shit right now. You can hear it. Man who's incoherently screaming at the building, expecting it to talk back. In any case, and so that's what I'm basically trying to do. End of the day, that's all I'm here to do. I'm a very simple man. I rap. I'm alright at it sometimes. Sometimes I'm better than alright, and people seem to like it. And I just want to get that out to as many people as possible. It sounds like he's growling SoulCon. That's kind of weird.
Security is looking at us.
What's up? There we go. Maybe they see me on YouTube. That'd be nice. Battle rap doesn't attract too many women.
How is the transition from battle rap to trying to do your own solo thing and making albums?
It's cool. It's a lot more laid back because I mean, it's a great deal of work, but there are no stakes. The only person who could beat me is myself.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not to say there are other artists who make as good, if not better, music or whatever. You know, that's not the type of thing I'm trying to project. But I mean, rather that when you go into a battle, you're working on all this zany ass shit that you're going to only be able to say once, which is kind of intimidating. You get one shot. There's no retakes. There's no extra Pro Tools track. It's there in the moment. And it's not even like the freestyle era. In the freestyle era battling, when you were freestyling on beat on stage, it was easy to recover if you were messing up. You know, just kind of spit some filler lines till your mind catches up and you work with the beat. And this, you were defining everything in like in the battle world today, in the acapella battle world, because you have to go in there with a game plan. You have to try to predict what they're going to say. You know, take angles that you think they're not going to be able to anticipate. And that's nerve-wracking, you know, and you could lose if it's judged or in the public's eye. You know, that's nerve-wracking as hell. It's not, you know, it's good promotion. It's always great promotion. A lot of people know me just because of battling. A lot of people know my music because of battling. I wish more people knew, and they should give it a shot because my music is better than my battling. But it's tough. It's tough. Some cat, if you do like anything that's done well, it's difficult, in my opinion. I don't think that, you know, the things that are done with ease generally are the things that don't resist the test of time. All the you know, that's why I want the kids to remember that you got to work hard at this stuff.
Yeah. Ain't no easy road.
No, not at all. And there's some people who just, you know, like, I guess you could say they just stumble into this and they could write a Hot 16 or several of them effortlessly. Yeah, and usually, honestly, usually they have some sort of character defect or some other problem in their life that fucks it up for them, or they, you know, some other problem. But again, it's work. If that's not work for you, then something else in this is going to be work. So, yeah.
Fahrenheit, that's a crazy video.
Oh, thank you.
Where did that come from?
That came from my man Nick Heller and Ricky Shabazz production. And Nick Heller is a very, very talented, semi-twisted music video director, a very gifted gentleman. And he did that video with, you know, on just shoestrings and gumption, and a really dope vision.
Yeah.
We got a good fight choreographer, his homie Houston Yang, who actually shot the video. He physically shot the video and he staged like most of the action sequences and everything. So I don't want to undersell his contribution because Houston Yang was like really the under-heralded gears of the homie scene. So, and you know, there's no like deeper meaning behind the video. I kill a bunch of clowns. You're wondering why the clown's after me. It's because I married a clown woman and we have a clown baby. That's kind of it. It's about tolerance. That's really about it. It's fighting for what you believe in.
Any artists right now that you think about working with, or?
I'm all about Rebecca Black. All about trying to get that Rebecca Black money right now.
Friday night.
There are a few things actually more poisonous to sound right now than her. Who do I want to work with? I don't know. It's funny that I'm still such a huge fan, and unlike a lot of cats, I don't front like I'm not, and like I don't try to bullshit like there isn't a great amount of wonderful hip hop that's still being made today. You know, you got cats like my man Homeboy Sandman, who's probably one of my favorite rappers. My man YC the Cynic Scene. These are just in New York. You know, and there are countless rappers all over the country, upcoming ones, my peers, people who are just starting, who are all really brilliant and talented, and they don't get the vision, or they don't get their vision heard because, I'm not gonna lie, people are generally fucking petty once they put on, and they're not willing to like build and strengthen this hip hop community as they should. And you know, at the end of the day though, I don't work with that many people. You know, and I don't really actively think about who I want to work with unless suddenly just it comes into a specific song, like this would be great for someone. Like for instance, I'm working on this EP in the future, and I thought like there's certain beat like has more of a gritty '90s feel, and like there's certain artists I think, oh, that'd be a great one here, that'd be great just because of the song, but I'm not trying to get out of it. And it just seems, it doesn't seem, if it's not organic, then why would it happen? Yeah. And also I prefer to be invited to do it, not also, well, you should be asking me type of shit, not like that, not like that, but it always smacks of desperation.
Yeah.
When you see some dude on Twitter who's on some, hey man, really love what you're doing, let's get on a track, dude. Like it really looks like the dude who's asking the you know, cheerleading captain to the prom. You know, it looks sad every time. And yeah, and I just, I'm not about that. If someone, and like I said, if someone wants me on a song, that's great, and I'll do it, and I'll do it justice, and I'll do it better than some of my solo stuff. Real talk. That's how much I value making a good impression on someone else's work in a collaboration. The people I do work with, I'm more than happy with. Like I said, my man C, who I work with, Homeboy Sam NYC, Brown Bag All Stars group, obviously, all incredibly talented rappers and producers. My man Aki Bermise, who sang the hook on Fahrenheit and Fail I Soul, is gonna be a big part of my next album. That type of thing.
We're like picking out the beats.
There are certain things that we're contributing. It's mostly the visionary behind it is going to be my man J 57, with a lot of thrust of production coming from him, but with a lot of instrumental contributions from different folks, different singers, different bands, etc. We're gonna mix it up.
What can you work together?
I have 4 EPs that I'm releasing over the next several months, each with a different producer, most of whom were involved in Soul Icon, my album, which is free for download at soulcon.com. The producers are DJ Element, our DJ Brown Bag, who one of our DJs who now makes beats phenomenally. Also Marink, who's on Soul Icon, man Meticulous, who just dropped an album, I think Chicago, or is it an EP or an album?
What's his name?
Meticulous? It's an EP, sorry, I just want to get that clear, I don't want to mislead anyone. And also finally an EP with my man Eloquent, who's a dope producer out of Canada. And shout out to Canada, by the way, they're always good to me. And then my next full album, and I will destroy everything. I will just obliterate everything. I will be like antimatter and matter meeting in one place. That is why I tend to be. It's because I feel like, you know, people want to shake hands, they don't want to kick shit over anymore, and I'm tired of that. I mean, the only exception to that are some folks, and the only folks who are kicking shit over are doing it for the sake of kicking shit over. They don't have any purpose of doing it in the first place. You know,
trying to kick shit for a purpose.
Yeah, you gotta be abrasive for a reason. You be abrasive so, you know, people start paying attention to you. I guess shout out to Brown Bag All Stars first and foremost, because they are basically the rap family that got me where I am today. Shout out GowhereHipHop.com. Shout out Gowhere 151. Gowhere 151, is that what it's called?
And the first ever Wu-Tang Brand Art Show.
Ever Wu-Tang Brand Art Show. Go to my website, soulcon.com, twitter.com /_soulcon. Soulcon, by the way, is spelled SOULKHAN. Maybe y'all could actually spell it out on the video. That'd be dope too. Appreciate that. Facebook.com /soulcon, MySpace.com/soulcon, Friendster. I got that. There's a lot of ways. Google me, Google Soulcon. You know, look up my battles, music videos, songs. Soul Icon is still free. It will always be free digitally. I promise, until the day that it is not, and everyone calls me a liar, and my credibility is gone. And I'll be dancing on an Escalade, wearing a crown of jewels. and sentence actually right there.
All right, let's get it. That was SoulCon, Gowhere Hip Hop. Have fun, guys.
Peace.